This is EXPUTT RG, which uses high-speed cameras, innovative tracking software to measure both the putter and the ball to allow you to work on your putting stroke or even just have fun with friends. So inside the box, everything you need to get started. We've of course got the putting mat. This is what you lay on the floor and you'll be rolling your ball along. And then we've got the camera and the tracking system. That comes complete with the stand and the mount as you see there. We have the remote control and then all the cables and the attachments that you're going to need to get it set up and working. And also, of course, we have the instruction manual and then a protective case that the mat will go in if you're going to take it and move to a different location. It's incredibly easy to set up. Just simply roll out the mat, plug in the camera. In just a few moments time, you'll be putting on one of your favorite golf courses around the world. Once fully set up, the camera recognizes the mat, make sure it's in the right position, and then you're good to start your game. We've got 3 different modes. We've got practice, play 9, or challenge. We'll start with practice. You'll notice that there's a red cross on the screen. All I have to do is bring a golf ball in between the 2 white marks on the mat. That's the play zone. The cross disappears and I'm ready to hit my putt. So in practice mode, you get lots of information about the stroke and the ball. So over here on the right hand side, you can see that my impact angle, which tells me where was my club face pointing at the point of contact. And I get my putter path, which on this one was left by 1.1 degrees. I also get how far the ball went, 19 feet, the launch direction and the ball speed. And over here, I get a visual representation of how the club moved through the hit. And over here, I get a nice visual from where the putts that I've hit are relative to the hole. You can see some long and some short. And every time I hit a putt, the next one that it gives me will be a different distance, challenging my distance control skills. So the great thing with EXPUTT is that we can see exactly why putts were missed. That last one missed on the right hand side, as you can see. And when I look down here, I can see that my putter path was perfect, but I left the club face 3.1 degrees open, hence the ball missed on the right hand side. The system knows that because of these white dots that you place on the toe and the heel of your putter, which helps it track it as it approaches the ball. So once you've finished your practice session, you simply use the remote to finish the session that you're in, and then you get this analysis screen here, and it breaks the putts down into the different distance categories that you can see across the top, and then I get all the visual representations about how far those balls went relative to the hole, and then right down at the bottom I get the data about my putter for those different distances, so I can see whether I have different patterns on longer putts versus shorter putts. So now let's take a look at play mode. This is play 9 holes, and you can see I can set the number of players, the speed of the greens, and I've chosen to play Pebble Beach. We now have the distance of the putt, we have slopes to contend with, and we have the fact that the putt might be downhill or uphill. This one is fairly level. Now the sensors on the toe and the heel of the putter will allow me, using the markings on the mat, will allow me to move where I aim. So I'm aiming out to the right, and I've now got to roll my ball 35 feet to that hole. And once you've finished out on the 18th, then you get the scorecard. It's a great fun game. You get to put out on Pebble Beach back 9, and you can play that on your own or you can play with friends or family as well. And finally, of the 3 modes that we have, we're going to take a look at challenge. So in challenge mode, the idea is to score as many points as you can. The better your putts, the more points you're going to get. Based on this first putt, I'm going to hopefully get some points. This one is 23 feet and a little bit uphill. The idea is to get the ball within inside gimme range. That one is conceded, I get 10 points. So in challenge mode, the scorecard looks a little different. You can see the holes that I'm playing here, and you can see the success of my putts and then my score across the bottom. So over 9 holes, really simply the goal is to try and get as many points as you can. So far through 3 holes, I'm on 30, so I can set a personal best, and then each time I practice or use the EXPUTT, I can try and beat my own personal best score. So these are the 3 modes that are really going to help you with your putting. Practice is great to work on your stroke. Play 9 is great to do with friends or family, and challenge is great to try and beat your own personal best score and certainly working on your distance control. Now if we go back from classic, we also get the option of multi. Now this is where you can set up your own multiplayer game, or through the Wi-Fi connection, you can play games that are currently being held all across the world, and you can join these, take part and compete against other putters right across the globe. So a great feature So as you can see, EXPUTT is great to be able to work on your putting stroke, see what your club face angle is and impact, see what your path is like, and really dial in your distance control. But it's also great fun to be able to play with family and friends on some fun challenges. And whilst we've got this through the TV, you can also use the free EXPUTT RG app, which means that you can take this device anywhere because it's incredibly compact. So as long as you've got a Bluetooth signal, you can work on your putting via the app.